She's always smiling and posing like a little actress, and she was always happy. She was always happy.
Pam Gruttadauria had a shining personality. From a young age, her larger-than-life smile and charming character could light up a room.
She was a happy-go-lucky person.
She was full of energy.
Full of energy.
When they close their eyes, Pam's parents, Anna and Joe, can still see their beloved daughter.
I miss her voice. I wish I could hear her voice.
They haven't heard their daughter's voice in 20 years. Ever since that night.
Those condolences come from this Warwick hotel.
She worked at the Holiday Inn Express near the airport in Warwick, and the girl she worked with said, Pam, we're going to see the Great White Band. Why don't you come? She goes, I really don't like that band, but they said, oh, come, you never go out.
Pam felt compelled to go.
She said, Mom, I'll be home. I said, okay. So she never came home.
But when she didn't come home,
we figured maybe she stayed over with a girlfriend or something.
The next morning, news began circulating of the massive fire at the station nightclub.
We didn't know where Pam was at that time. We were looking for her for a couple of days. And eventually they said there was a person, there were several people at Mass General, and there was one that wasn't identified yet, and it turned out to be Pam.
She was so badly burned, she was listed as a Jane Doe.
We rushed up there to identify her. They had taken off her bandages. And I went, wow, Pam.
For the next 10 weeks, Joe and Anna drove to Boston every single day.
They said sometimes, they could hear you, and she used to
Nod her head.
Either nod her head, or you could tell by her the respirator, it would change a different tune.
What would you say to her when you would go and visit?
Hi Pam, how you doing? And your mother's being your mother.
Especially in the winter.
The weather's okay, the weather's lousy, and stuff like that.
Because she knew how I hated the winter.
Even after 30 surgeries, Pam took a turn for the worse. Her kidneys began shutting down.
May 4th. 2003.
Anna and Joe rushed to the hospital that afternoon, moments before Pam's body finally gave up.
It's so hard to explain how you feel when you lose a child, no matter what the age is. That is the worst pain because it never ends. Her graduation, yeah.
Not a day goes by that Anna and Joe don't feel that pain, but Pam's memory keeps them going.
I always say, Pam, show me a sign that you're around. And if I'm reading a book, 'cause I read every day, if I read a book, her name Pamela will show up in one of the stories, or I'll see a Pamela on TV. I go, oh, she's around.
Their grandkids, who Pam absolutely adored, also help keep her memory alive.
We always try to talk about her, and she's always in our thoughts, obviously. And we try to keep her alive in our heart.
Holding her in their hearts until someday they can see her face again.
And as we're getting older, we're getting closer and closer to the day we're going to see her.